I'm sure you read the title. Yes, this is the highest damage I've ever done. At least that I can remember. It's not a high amount of kills, but the damage is pretty high. For me, at least. Have I got 8,000 before? I think I have. Maybe. I'm sure it's someplace. I'll probably actually look through my videos and maybe find it. If I choose to. Yeah, and the M48. I mean, the M48 and the Centurion Action 10 are like my favorite tanks. I like them because they're well rounded. They got a good reloading gun, reloading time. And they deal good damage, and they have a good penetration. Just all around good. And think, oh, it's not looking too good after that guy got Amarak there. But don't worry, we'll get a win. We'll get a win. Oh, this right here is going to surprise me a little bit. He hit my I'm like, what? He hit my cupola? You kind of see that he did. It's surprising because, back in the past, the M48A5 actually had a huge, huge cupola. But then it got buffed like 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Yeah, like right when this came out on the PS4, it got buffed for at least PC, and I think it was buffed the whole time it was on the PS4. So at least from what I can remember, because it's weird looking at the older games of it on PC. You're like, that's the M48. It's always weird how some tanks have changed over the years. Oh, I thought I could hit him. Oh man, I had an embarrassing moment when I was in my ISU 152. I thought I had a shot on a tank because I was like, oh, I can see the outline of his tank, but it doesn't show that I can penetrate him. And I was thinking like, oh, it's because there's a fence in the way, but no, it was actually a huge freaking building that was in the way. And I was like, oh, of course, I died after I took the shot. I was like, damn it. I also like this right here. See the Super Conqueror begging for help? The T-54, the T-57, and me all go rushing over. Well, they go rushing. I take a while. Almost able to save him, but I'd say this is a good trade. Super Conqueror for Kyrian and Andre. I swear, Andre the Giant is so annoying. Sometimes it has weird, since it has spaced armor. Sometimes you just hit it and your shots just don't go into it. And of course, the Kyrian, a very good Chinese tank. It's basically just the tier 10 heavy, not the 113, but the other one. Oh, that was really bad of me. I was a little bit surprised that I was able. It looked like my shot arced right over that little hill. Alright, we're gonna be seeing that Conqueror that backed into me again. It's gonna be my buddy in the later half of the game. You can see it's still pretty even. We're down only, well, the thing is that we actually have an AFK. Oh my god, AFK? What am I saying? AFK tank. You can see that heavy down near our base. They also have a tank that's not playing at the moment as well. But of course, ours is a tier 10 and theirs is a tier 9 premium tank, which we will see later. And I realized, oh crap, they're pushing in on our base. I should probably get back there and help the tank destroyer. I'm like, oh, surely that. This is when I realized that, oh wait, that IS-7 isn't in the game. He's just kind of sitting there. And bam! Of course, I actually do have this tank spec'd out to be pretty good shooting on the move. At least before they updated it. I'm pretty sure I kept it that way. And I'm disappointed that I lost sight of that tank destroyer that was over there. It would be nice to shoot him in the side. Of course, you know, big tier 10 tank destroyers somehow super stealthy. I in the game I was a little bit annoyed that the T-54 ended up coming over here because I was like, gosh darn it. There's only because then he left only 2 tanks over here, so I was like, I'm gonna have to go back over here and help them out. Which ended up being good. As you can see, I am halfway to getting 8,000. That poor Conqueror is getting whacked by the Waffenträger. Ooh. Oh my god, this is my chance. Hit them in the flank. Get rid of the Jaegeru. Now I just need to deal with the E4. I was hoping he'd turn around and start trying to fight me, but man, he just ignored me. He wanted that Conqueror so bad. I mean, if he did turn, I would have just tracked him. But there we go. Oh, now it's just the Conqueror me on this flank. And you see there's a crazy battle going on with the 2 tank destroyers down in the bottom corner. I was like, oh, look at this. And a tank that isn't playing. But you know what? It looks like he either got disconnected, because you can see his turret is turned like a little bit. Okay, farm some damage. Of course, isn't that how most high damage games are? Sometimes. At least I hear it from when I watch like Mighty Jingles and Cookie Baby. They talk about how some people just farm damage from tanks that aren't even playing. Oh, so I like this with me and the Conqueror, because I don't know why the Waffenträger is like sticking out like that, but we were both able to hit him with, even though we could only see like a little teeny part of him. Oh, this was bad by me. I was like, ooh. And of course, my high explosive round ended up hitting his gun, so I didn't deal any damage at all. Nice shot, Conqueror. And I'm surprised he actually came back. Maybe he thought he could get a shot. And this is me being bad, trying to... I was like, oh, screw it. I was gonna tell him, great job. I'm still not used to the frickin' wheel. I could do the old one because it was nice, because it was like the top right was affirmative, the top left was negative, and I can't remember what the middle one was. But now it's like different, and I'm still not used to it, even though it's been like, what, a year and a half since they updated it to the freaking Cold War stuff. Still bugged about that. Oh, there's the bat chat. Nice job, Conqueror. Will we be able to get more damage? Of course not. It's interesting that the game at the end ended up exploding the IS-7. I didn't know it did that since I guess it does that to tanks that aren't or people that aren't there. Yeah, 8,000 damage. And a mastery. I think have I already gotten a mastery in the M48? I'm pretty sure I have. But of course, no other special awards. I don't know if you get an award for dealing 10,000 damage because I've never done it. Maybe eventually I will, or maybe I'll be too old to do it. So won't have very good eyesight. Anyway, it's pretty good for me.